on. Thank you. Am I on? I'm on already? Oh, my goodness. Just like that. That's like cold started, man. That's like, that's like, you know. You got that hooked up right? Okay. So tell me when we're rolling.
You're rolling.
I'm already rolling.
Yes.
Look at you. Man, you are, you know, look it. I'm supposed to have some intro music. I'm supposed to have some real hot dancers around me. I'm supposed to have, you know, a big intro from a super duper great announcer voice. At least give me that. Just at least give me that.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, from some unknown and
Take two. Take two.
Unknown location, not known to human man. Here, ladies and gentlemen, is Jesse T.
Oh, my goodness gracious. Wow. What a voice. You are hired for NBC to be my booth announcer. Wait a minute. They don't have those anymore.
No, that's February.
Oh, that's February?
Yeah, Black History.
Oh. Oh, thank you for reminding me. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you very much. Sort of reminds me of Trump's overcut, you know? Oh, the book. The book came out today. We're going to talk about that. Hey, guys, it's time for the Jesse T Show. I'm just trying to hook up my computer here, and now all of a sudden my computer's not working. Hey, are we live? Can you hear me on Instagram Live right now? Can you hear me on Facebook.com/Jesse Torrero? If you can, nod. Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you. Say something to me, something like that. Oh, yeah, there you are. We're starting to hook them up now. Here we go. We're going to start bringing some of you people up live with me so I can talk to you and share videos. Yes, okay. Thank you, Khalees. I appreciate that. Saul Romero has us on. Hey, Saul, what's happening, brother? Where are you calling from? Where are you chiming in on? I'm going to bring you up on some Instagram stuff. And guys over here saying hi to Amanda. Is that Amanda? Did I get that right? Amanda Gwynn. Also, Jason Charles. Hey, Jason, what's happening, buddy? Nice to see you again, Cross. All right, man. Also, Doug Piermont is checking in with us. Michelle, Michael's checking in with us. Let's go back a little bit here. Saying hi to our friends Lisa Morelli. I like that. And Linda Fettig. Linda. Thank you very much, Linda, for kind of checking into the Jesse T Show. Yeah, we're updating our musical format here, so we don't have a lot of music here to go with right now. So we're kind of doing things by the seat of our pants as we get stuff going on here. I got to hook up this computer because there's some stuff I want to talk about. But in the meantime, hope you guys had a great 2018. What a way to kick off the year yesterday on Roundup Wound-Up. The gang was here. Dan the Man was with us. Hey, Dan the Man was hanging out with us, cutting his jokes, having a good time with us. And we got to thank our guest star, who sat in with us for the first rendition of the Jesse T Show and Roundup Wound-Up. Thanking, of course, Jack Edward Sawyer. Thanks a lot, Jack. Appreciate it for coming down with David Shark Freilich, man holding down the other corner there. Thanks, David, for checking in and being part of the show. We really appreciate you guys checking and being on Roundup Wound-Up. Now, if you don't know about Roundup Wound-Up, Roundup Wound-Up is every Wednesday here on the Jesse T Show. And who's Jesse T? That's me. I'm Jesse T. Hey, the Brown Beauty is back on duty, on the air and everywhere, from the community to the world. KTNT Radio and TV Broadcasting Podcasting Network. We are live and we are across the board here. We're on Tumblr and Twitter and LinkedIn. We're also on Facebook, on 3 different Facebook pages. We're also on YouTube. We want to build that YouTube audience. Happy New Year to you guys that I didn't have a chance to say Happy New Year to you at Happy New Year. I don't know about you. I sat in the 24-hour emergency room twice over Happy New Year. It was not quite a Happy New Year for me, but that's a whole nother story. We'll get into that a little bit later. Hopefully you had a safe and sound one. And a nice, healthy kickoff to 2018. We're also on a couple of other sites. I want to talk about Google Plus and Pinterest. We're there as well, and at www.thepowerofvoices.com. So we're also located right there for your viewing and listening enjoyment. Just go to the Jesse T Show on our our radio feed, and you'll see us there. Every Monday through Friday from 5 to 6, go over the week and what we're going to do this year, 2018. On Mondays, we have Down on the Real Estate Corner, like down on the pier or down on the block. Down on the Real Estate Corner. That's every Monday from 5 to 6. We're going to be talking about how you can buy some real estate, sell some real estate, get some money, honey. That's right. You got to have that to buy. So we're going to be doing that every Monday. As you know, I'm a trusted real estate broker here in Southern California for over 40 years and doing loans for over 20, trying to get a couple of deals closed right now to kick off the new year. And we got to kick off that year with a little bit of money in our pockets, baby. That's right. You got to have some money to get things done in this town. Whew, it's getting more expensive every time you look around. Nice thing, though, gas did come down a little bit. Got to check here. Let me backtrack just a bit and see if we can get ourselves hooked up to this internet that they have here for us. I don't know why I'm not hooked up to it automatically. Probably because I shifted off it and DSA. Okay, there we go. Should I do 5G, Lee, or just the regular one? Okay, so we'll get that hook. All right, now we're rolling. There we go. Yeah, now we're back up and going. I shut this down like this and go back like that and do this like this and do this. Man, this is better than phone sex on a 976 line. I used to own some 976 lines way back in the day. It was a funny story. One day, I found out about these 976 lines. And I found out about them by a Lebanese guy in Hollywood. He owned like 1,000 976 lines across the nation because they were free. They were a toll-free call at that time. And he had these girls sitting in an office on Hollywood Boulevard, and there must have been 10 girls in there that would cover all these thousands of 976 lines that would trip to the next girl, the next girl, the next girl. And they would cut off the call at about 3 minutes, 3 to 4 minutes. They would cut it off, so you had to call back, right? He had it. A lot of those early 976 sex lines, you could stay on that thing for hours because they just click, click, click. But he figured that if he had a better turnstile happening, he could get people calling back faster and faster and faster, rather than keep someone on the line. The turnaround is better in the long run. That's kind of the Walmart philosophy, And so he had this thing going, and so I sold him a piece of real estate. That's how I got to meet this guy. And I said to him, man, can I see your operation? So he said, yeah, come on down. So I went down and looked I was amazed. And I knew how much money he was making because I helped do the loan in the 80s for him. And I knew the kind of properties he was buying. And I said, really, I stammered and stumbled. The guy was just making so much money. And I said, I'd like to do some of those, right? So he goes, well, I got a friend of mine. I'm going to buy about 10 from him. I got 3. You want to buy 3? So I said, yeah. So I bought 3 from him. And then I leased his girls. So, right? So I didn't have to pay the big price to hire girls and make sure they showed up on time because, they were making a good piece of the action too. So right when I bought the 3, the laws changed. Now, you know something? My whole life, I've been, what's they call that? A dollar short and a day late? A day late and a dollar short. Schlep rock, right. I just been behind the wheel a little bit. Now, there have been some things that I've been way out in front on and done well with, but we were lucky the 900 lines came in. And the reason why the 976 lines were eliminated because of all the complaints in Washington, FCC, all that stuff. So they got rid of all those and they started these 900 lines. So I sold my 3 976 lines. I had them for about 8-9 months. It wasn't immediately. And they were making money. And I sold them back to the guy who sold them to me for a profit. And then I went and bought some payphones. in the late 80s because you could buy payphones. They deregulated from the big telephone companies that you could have private payphone services if you could find a location to put your payphone. So there was these outfits that were creating new locations for payphones. So my partner and I, we bought like 7 payphones, and we kept that all the way until the cell phones came on board, the original flip tops, and then I sold out my portion to my partner and made a profit there, and then there's not a payphone in the country you can find that doesn't work or look like it's from a Torrero, sticky with gum and gunk. You can't even find one that works anymore anywhere. So just some history there. Have no idea why I got on that, but I got on it. Hey, that's what it's all about. Technology changes the world, changing everything. That's for sure. Talking about this marijuana stuff, got on the topic the other day after the show with somebody who works for LAPD, been around the force for about 25 years. And he said, it's a complete mess, absolute mess. LAPD has absolutely no instruction on how to deal with this new recreational law that went into effect January 1st. No instruction. So I reached out to some people for the LA County Sheriff's Department, and they said the same thing. The LA City Council hasn't come to terms with it, and the county hasn't, supervisors, and neither has the state of California. But yet, it's legal. Now, is that like an oxymoron, if there was ever one? And the federal government came down today. The DOJ said that they're going to get rid of the Obama rule that allowed states to legalize the growing of marijuana. The Obama administration made that rule happen. And then the DOJ now said that they're not going to look the other shoulder anymore. They're going to start looking at that. So, man, this stuff is a complete mess. Absolutely a complete mess. The citizens of California voted for it, and it's not going to happen right now. Probably going to be 6 months to a year away before they issue any licenses. All the licenses are put in limbo. The 134 and 191 medical marijuana licenses are put in limbo. You can't sell them, can't transfer them, can't do anything with them right now. And the new recreational license, they have no idea how they're going to distribute them. And everything is put in limbo. So if you're smoking some pot, some weed, some ganja, yeah, man, if you're doing the reefers, that's right. Like Cheech and Chong in the movie Up in Smoke in the 64 Chevy lowered Impala. You know what that big old doobie they had? Sure, dude. This is some really cool stuff, man. And then, of course, Cheech Marin says, "Man, oily, man. It tastes like dog do." Right? He goes, "Yeah, for sure, Tommy Chong." Right? And they're smoking dog crap, right? Laced with pot and some sort of other LSD or something. And so, if you're doing that and the LAPD pull you over, they don't know what to do with you. So it's just like that movie Up in Smoke. There's a scene where the cop, the CHP cop, pulls them over in the van that they had that was made out of hemp that's on fire from the muffler and is smoking up the whole road, and everybody's crashing behind them because they're high. The cop pulls them over. They open the door. The puff of smoke comes out the window, and he gets high, and they start smoking the doobie with the cop. I swear to God, California, guys, if you've never been in California, come go to Universal Studios. Enjoy the heck out of yourself. Then go home where sanity prevails. Because in this town of Los Angeles, I don't think there's a sane person left except me, Jesse T. Hey, the Brown Beauty is on duty, of course, every day. I'm trying to bring some sanity to the world according to Torrero, and straight on the point. Bada bing, bada boom. Saying hi to Bobby Bowden, who has us on Saying hi to Lisa Morelli, who has us on. Saying hi to Pecan Plumbing. Hey, Pecan. I like that name. And Faded Join, Fidel. Hello, what's up, buddy? Let's see if we can get somebody to go on live with me. And let's see what we can do here. And see what we got going on here. Let's see who's up here on Instagram, and I'll share some videos here. See if I can bring somebody up. This is more fun than a telephone request line at a radio station when you're a disc jockey. I'm telling you, this is more fun than that. So let's see what we got. Who wants to go up with me? I'll invite anybody on. Hey, Michael, you can come up with us. Massimiano. Hey, Massimiano, I'm going to invite you. Let's bring Massimiano on. A terrific director here in Los Angeles, Massimiano Serce. We had him on the show last year talking about all his films. I mean, this guy makes a lot of movies and quality stuff. Let's see if we get Massimiano on with us. Talk a little bit about some of the stuff he's got coming up here as we bring some people online and shared video. Yeah, man, I totally agree with you, Fidel. I mean, the L.A. is insane. You just don't know. I think L.A., everybody's kind of gone insane in the membrane, at least in my lifetime. I mean, there used to be things in this town you could count on. The only thing you can count on now are the homeless peeping and pooing in front of your business. And they talked about homeless problems up in Seattle. Are you kidding me? Have you been down here in Los Angeles? Do you know where all the encampments are? Get away from me, please. I cannot go anywhere in my car today in Los Angeles, go to the gas station, go to the doctor's office, go to 7-Eleven, go with clients, go to loan companies, banks, go to the red carpets, the awards ceremonies, like the Golden Globes coming up and the Academy Awards and Night of 100 Stars. Ed Losey, we got to get him on, talk about Night of 100 Stars coming up. And you can't go anywhere today without getting somebody saying, hey, can I get some money from you? Hey, I just need a quarter. I just need 50 cents. What the hell are you going to do with a quarter? You can't even go get a piece of gum at a gumball machine with a quarter. Hey, can I get some money from you? And, it's like, no. I'm getting real good at saying no and don't come by me. Get away. Oh, that set some of them off. I had to spray gasoline on one guy. He pulled his knife out on me once, and I was in the city of Maywood getting some gas, and the guy walks up to me, and he says, hey, man, you got a couple bucks? And I said, no. And back away from the car. And he said, hey, what you got an attitude? I said, what are you asking me for money? He says, well, man, I can ask anybody I want. And I said, and I can tell anybody I want to get away from my car. And he says to me, he goes, man, I'm going to take your money from you. He whips out this big old knife, right? Makeshift knife. I mean, I felt like it was in Mad Max, the original Warrior film. He pulls out this big old knife, so I take the gas tank. I take the gas pump out of my car, and I spray him with gas, and I say, the next thing I'm going to do is light you up with a lighter. Oh, he ran away on that one, and I was really pissed. I lost about a gallon of gas there. Dang it. Yeah, well, L.A. is insane, and the homeless are insane, and study after study after study, what happens with the homeless is that they constantly do count the homeless here in Los Angeles every year, and they constantly have the cleanup crews, the psychologists, the doctors, the places where they can take portable showers, clothes, food, medicine, medical, whatever. And they take surveys. And 85% of the people who are homeless in Los Angeles actually like to live on the street. Yeah, they don't want to get off. I mean, look at guys, the rest of the nation is like sub-zero right now. It's a winter. Oh, and what is it with CNN, news alert, giant blizzard coming in to destroy half of America. Story coming up. I mean, guys, it's called winter. It's winter. It's in winter, it rains, it snows, it's cold, and there's ice. Yeah. Winter, not summer or fall or spring. It's winter. Ha! I'm glad we got that straight. But nevertheless, it's freezing in most parts of the nation. Yet here, our cold temperatures are like 57 degrees at nighttime. I mean, so yeah, why not come to Los Angeles? Why not be part of the homeless generation? 85% of them don't want any help. 10% of them are gone. 5 to 10% of them are whacked out because of drugs, alcohol, psychological, impaired thinking, just lost to the universe. 5 to 10% of them, give or take whatever study you look at, actually are people that were thrust out in a tragic situation, and they do everything they can to get out of living in their car. Of course, it's the used RV nation. Man, I'm telling you, I got a business for you guys. It's called RV International. If you have an old RV, please, I'll buy it from you or give it to me. I'll give you a 5013C write-off. You can't junk that RV. There's carcinogens in that RV. That RV generally has to be junked in a certain way. You just can't drive that into a junkyard because there's asbestos in some of those RVs. There's toxins from the gasoline, from the cooking areas, from the toilet areas. Give me that RV. I'll get that thing cleaned up and I'll sell it to the homeless for $150 an RV, because we have turned into a nation, a city of RV single-family houses. Do you know an RV in the old tax structure was a write-off? Yeah, it was a house. It's your domicile. Anyhow, about 5 to 10% of the homeless here in Los Angeles will do anything they can to get off the streets. The rest of them, guys, 80 to 85%, just look it up. Just look the studies up. Actually like being homeless. And why? Well, let's figure this out together. But let's say hi to some people here. Let me see. Fidel says, as for the homeless, they got free stuff, living better than us. No responsibility. Fidel's on to something there. They really don't want the help. You're right. Just money for more intoxication. Hey, David the Beast Douglas, I want to get him on. David, I want to get you on right now because I want to talk about what's happening for you. Let's bring you up right now, David the Beast. Are you around? I want to bring you up. I just sent you a invite to come up on Instagram Live with me. I'd love to have you come up here. Let's talk about LA Fit Expo Saturday, January 6th, and the big powerlifting competition. Okay, David. Man, I'd love to have you on to talk about that. Anyhow, saying hi to Lisa French. Let's say hi to Lisa French. See what Lisa's doing here. We'll bring Lisa French on camera. Let's see if we can do that and see if Lisa wants to jump up with us. We're talking about the homeless. Now we're going to see if this stuff will allow us. This is all new technology for us. So I may be shifting off. This may sound a little bit different if she accepts the ad. Anyhow, Fidel says hi, Lisa. So anyway, I feel like Matchmaker 23. Yes, it's the Jesse T Show, guaranteed for you to find love in your relationship. In the middle of the afternoon, your one-stop shop for the connection of a lifetime. We introduce the 900 line. Okay, anyway, yeah, the homeless, if you want to add up, Lisa, that'd be great. If not, that's cool. The homeless are a big problem here in Los Angeles because most of them really don't want to get off. They truly want to stay on. Hey, let's bring on Harry Mock. Harry Mock, great martial artist, film producer. Let's bring on Harry Mock and see what Harry says about the homeless here. Let's see if he'll jump on board with the Jesse T Show here as we play around with this new technology. Kind of fun. We have to figure out a way to take this technology and put it on so you can see it. Hey, Harry, can you hear me okay? Yeah, he can hear you, but I can't hear you. So let me do this. Let me unplug this here and see if you can hear us. Hey, Lee. Hey, Harry, what are you doing, buddy? All right, let me turn this up a little bit. Hey, Lee, wherever you're at, I need your help. What you doing, Harry? I'm going to try to turn this volume up here as we do things live on my show like I always do. Yeah, we're doing it right here in front of you. It's very cool. There you are. Very good. Now I got to figure out a way to drop a microphone on you. So let's do that. Let me take one of these microphones right here. Boy, I tell you, I am the technician and everything today. Look at this. Got red and blue microphones. All right, let's go over here and see which one works. There's the blue one. Okay, Harry, talk to me. Say something.
Hey, yo, what are you doing? Jesse, what are you doing?
There you are. Now everybody can hear you. That's cool. And they can see you, too. Yes. Amen. Hey, Harry Mock, everybody. He's got a brand new film he's been working on for a couple of years now, but that's how projects are. People don't realize that. So we're talking a little bit about the homeless, Harry, and we're talking about the homeless a little bit here in Los Angeles. Now, I know you've been in the L.A. area off and on for a long time. You've got to have seen it getting worse.
You know, I got to say this. Back when I started in a couple of movies with Billy Blanks, and those two movies that we did in Toronto. So I remember when we were filming a movie called TC 2000, you know, we were next to this building that was basically converted as a, you know, for the homeless people, right?
Right.
And so I was asking one of the PAs, I said, hey, listen, where's the nearest restroom around here? And they said, well, you got to go next door to that little homeless, you know, facility to use the restroom. And I'm like thinking to myself, oh my God, that's going to be a disaster. It's going to be like, look all messy.
Yeah.
I don't want to go in there, you know.
Right.
But, you know, I had to use the restroom. So lo and behold, I went next door into this building. They turned it into like a commune.
Mm-hmm.
Man, for the life of me, that freaking bathroom was cleaner than most restaurants that I walked into. I mean, that place was spotless. They took this big warehouse, converted it into a commune, you know, and I thought to myself, it was a building that was just abandoned building, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like thinking, why in the heck don't they do that here in the U.S., you know?
Well, because
I thought it was such a great idea.
It's because it's a bureaucratic process, man. That's what it's all about. It's all about the bureaucracy and the politics. You know, the city of Los Angeles alone has many dilapidated buildings, many of them. Not just a few. They have a lot of them. And I'm in a deal to get one right now for one of my clients. Anyhow, the point is, it's been vacant for 20 years. The homeless are using it anyways for drugs and prostitution and all kinds of bad behavior, right? Filth and trash and poop and pee and the whole 9 yards. So, you know, all they got to do is go in there and clean that building up, like you said, and that place could probably house 35,000 square feet. You know, that's bigger than most apartment complexes. And but the problem is, who's going to support that? Who's going to pay for that? Because here's the problem, Harry. Once the homeless get stuff for free, why should they get anything that they have to work for? And that's the problem. 85% of the homeless in the city of Los Angeles, County of LA, when we do count the homeless every year, 85% of them like to be on the street. You see, that's the problem. Now, think about that, Harry. You have a house payment. You have a car payment. You have a health payment. You have water, power, gas payment. You have gasoline payment. You have insurance payment. You pay for your kids. You pay for your food. You pay for all these things, your taxes, right? You pay for everything. Your clothes you wear, they pay for nothing. They get it all free. If you're homeless in the city of Los Angeles, you can get a free place to live, you can get free food, free clothes, free showers, free medical, free money, EBT, free money, free transportation. MTA will give you a free ticket. MTA, free transportation. So why should they pay what costs you and me $60,000 to $70,000 a year to pay for? Why should they go work for that when they get it for free?
Well, I think that a percentage of those people would rather, really don't want to be homeless. But I think you have a good point there. There's a good portion of them that are just doing just fine, and that's their life has been like that for so long now that it's just the way of the norm.
If you pull up the studies on Google, pull up the studies and pull up the studies for Count the Homeless. We do it. I've been doing this every year for 10 years, and they bring out the shower trucks, the portable shower trucks, just like a movie set, and the catering and all the medical and the psychological help and all that stuff. They bring all that out to certain parks, and they gather up the homeless. They invite them down. They can't make anybody do anything. Out of the people that we count, this is an absolute fact. 80 to 85% of them want to stay on the street. 5 to 10% of them are Looney Tunes. Their brains are fried for whatever reasons. They're gone to the world and the universe. They're never coming back. Then 5 to 10% of them actually are people that do everything that they can to get out of living in that RV and get back into real life. They've been thrown in a tragic situation. So you got 80% of the people out there right now that are homeless in the city of Los Angeles, and I can't argue that any other city is any different, because homeless are homeless. You got 85% of the people out there that want to stay there. That's the problem. And you said it right there. It becomes a generational thing. And that's the issue. And how do you stop that, in that respect?
Right.
You got a couple of pooches there. What are they?
Right?
Yeah. What kind of dogs you got?
I know, man. My dog, hey, what's going on here? Hey, Keela. I'm on Facebook Live, Keela. Stop.
Yeah, you're on the Jesse T Show. Now, Keela wants to be a star.
I'm on the Jesse T Show. You got to stop that.
Hey, Harry's got a great film. Be looking forward to Animal Crackers, right?
Animal Crackers, it'll be released this year. John Krasinski, Emily Blunt, Sir Ian McKellen, Danny DeVito's, Sylvester Stallone, Gilbert Gottfried, Raven Simone. Huge cast. We're really excited about it. We're actually working on starting our second film now entitled Pet Robots. Mm-hmm. And we've kind of been on pre-production on that, developing some of the characters and everything. So I'm just working on finishing up some of the funding on that. And it's interesting how you were talking about this whole cannabis thing. Because I just recently, I got licensed. I'm licensed to do extraction. Cannabis oil extraction.
Right.
So, and I saw some of the, that letter that was signed, by the Attorney General and all that, but I mean, it's kind of put us in a situation where, the feds could jump us get to us anytime they want, but that's why you need to really cross your T's, dot your I's, pay your taxes, do all the right things. As long as you do the right things, I think you're going to be, we'll be okay. I think they're not happy with the people that are not getting licensed and they're kind of underground and everything. So it's going to cause, I think it could cause some issues there. But it's a great, I'll tell you this, it's been really good as far as the medical side of it. It's the people that it's helping. It's just absolutely incredible.
Yeah, the medical side of it, you take the carcinogen part out, the part that gets you high, and the oils are things that have been fabulous for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and centuries of years. People have used the oils to heal lots of things.
Absolutely. I got to say, what got me interested in it was, I was in a bad car accident about 4.5 years ago. And what did they put me on? They put me on opiates. I was on Norco. And I tell you what, man, I was taking that Norco every day. And a buddy of mine came over to the house. He was a healer, and he was working on my body to help me heal. And when he found out I was taking the Norco, he goes, Harry, he says, I'm going to bring you something. You need to get off of that, So he brought me some cannabis oil. And he showed me how to take it. And I started taking it. I was able to get off the Norco. And it did me a world of good. It where I'm at today. You know, I'm healed. You know, I mean, I've still got dealing with issues, but for the most part of it, I'm doing really well. So I'm an advocate for that. You know, I know that it works, and there's a lot of people out there that are suffering, and they use it on a daily basis. You know?
Well, the medical marijuana practice across the nation has done real well for a lot of people. It's in 38 states, right, roughly. So, in that respect, I absolutely agree with you. It's the state of California not ever able to come to any kind of decision on time about anything, even if the voters vote for it, unless the politicians can figure out a way to reap the benefits and rewards from whatever it is that the voters want.
Right.
And that's the key.
What it's all about.
And the Assembly of the State of California hasn't figured out a way yet to tax it properly. And they're waiting, actually, the litmus test in California is going to be the city of Los Angeles. They're letting the city of L.A., because it's going to be the biggest market, let the city of L.A. set down the new regulations, create the new laws and city penal codes and all that stuff. Then they're going to duplicate that over this year. That's the goal. But in the meantime, the licensing has been all put on suspension for both medical. You can't sell your license, the 134s and 191s, and you also cannot move your license, and they're not issuing any new licenses or recreational licenses at all until something comes down. So, you know, people are going to be smoking, driving, thinking that they're okay. They're going to get pulled over by the police, and here's the oxymoron. Right. Both the LA County Sheriff and LAPD Chief of Police, that's Roberts and Beck, they have not been given instruction by the supervisors or the city of Los Angeles on how to regulate this and how to create laws. So it's just a catch-22 until the politicians can figure out the way to get their greedy little rat bastard hands on that money.
And there's a lot of truth. There's a lot of truth behind that. The amount of taxes they're putting on us is just absolutely it's insane. You know, and they don't want to lose out on that either.
No,
I mean it's literally giving the government literally millions of dollars in taxes. You know, and helping out the cities. You know the type of money they're getting, man, is like it's really going to help out the cities. You know.
Yeah, well, LA County, LA City estimated, the controller, it was a pal of mine, LA City estimated that in the first year alone, they're going to see a sum of money somewhere around $50 to $100 million of extra tax revenue coming in to the coffers of LA City alone. And then there's another problem. The other problem is because it's not medical and it's recreational, the federal law is against banking. Banks, major banks, cannot take money that is made selling or distributing cannabis on a recreational level. Not even on a medical marijuana level. The banks will not take those dollars. So you got cats. I know a cat right now. I can't tell you the disclosed location, but he's got a fort dug in the ground in the side of a mountain out in the middle of the freaking California desert with ex-SEAL Team 6 guys that he pays $100,000 a year, $100,000 a year plus medical to protect this place. He got $35 million in this gosh darn place. He can't do anything with it.
Oh, yeah, you can't bank it. You surely can't bank it.
It'll get taken away from you.
Hey, Jesse, I didn't realize all these people jumping on here. I want to give a shout-out to Alan Goldberg. What's up, Alan Goldberg? A bunch of Steve Barbieri, Ron Liu. How you guys doing? Floridima, Bud, what's up? Wow, I didn't realize. Grace, how you doing, Grace? You know, Jerry, what's up, Jerry? I didn't realize. Sarah, how you doing, sweetheart? I didn't realize all these people jumped on here. A whole load of them.
Yeah, man, they're jumping on, man, because you're on, Harry. You're like the star. You know?
Hey, what do you mean? I was watching you.
Hey, well, yeah, together, we're together forever. Teamwork, man. Together, everybody achieves more. Now you just got to get me in your brand new movie and give me a gig doing something, man. Come on.
Yeah, I know. Hey,
I remember when you stopped off in front of my house in Burbank with Jeff Langton, and you had that workout device machine, and you were in my front parking in my yard there trying to show me how to do this workout device machine, man. And I said, he got this beautiful Jag, and he pulls out this machine he created, and he's working it out, and I'm going, okay. I mean, that, long time ago.
2018 is going to be huge. The reason why it's going to be huge, at least it's going to be big for everybody, but it's going to be big for me because this year 2018 is the year of the dog. And I was born the year of the dog.
Ah.
And so that makes me, I'm going to be turning the big 6-0 here pretty soon and giving my age away, but it's okay.
Hey, man, I'm 57, so.
Believe you are.
Right.
And not only that, 2018 I'm an American-born Chinese. I'm an American.
Right.
Full on, but with Chinese blood. But for Chinese, the number 8 is major good luck. Major luck. So 2018, they're looking at it to be a very, very prosperous year.
Have you ever thought about this? Now, think about this for a second. If you were a dog and you were born like a Russian Malamute, a big, huge Russian Malamute Siberian dog, born in Siberia, and then you got sold off in the dog trading market, right? And you ended up in Santiago, Chile. Do you think the dogs in Chile, the little Rottweilers, would be able to talk to the Russian Malamute? Or would they have a language problem?
Animals are very, very peculiar in its own. They're very special in their own way. No.
This is the stuff I think about. Go figure. I think about these things.
You would think about this, Jesse.
Yes. Only I would think about this, man. Can geese talk to crows? They all sound the same to me.
Yeah. But going back to this year, I think everybody needs to make this year, make it what you want it to be.
Right.
Make this year what you want it to be. I mean, whether you want it's about health, fitness, wealth, no matter what it is, you guys got to go out there and make this thing. It ain't going to come to you, man. I mean, it's like getting hit by a lightning bolt. If you expect the wealth to come to you, you might as well wait till you get hit by a lightning bolt. That'll probably happen before you did that.
Or you might win the California lottery in the next day and be worth $500 million.
But that's right. You guys go out and buy that lottery ticket because it was like up to like $500 million, man.
Can you imagine?
Hey.
Wow. You know something? I'll tell you something, Harry. If I win that lottery, I promise I will give you $1 million.
Yeah! If I win it, I'll give you $1 million.
Yeah!
Got my word.
Yeah. The world knows that Harry and I got a cahoots. We got a deal together. If I win it, I'm going to give him $1 million. And all I want is a part in your movie, man.
Right.
And a little part in your movie that says.
So you guys out there.
Go ahead.
Go out there and buy your lottery.
Darn right.
Go out there and make magic happen. Make the magic happen this year. 2018 is just going to be absolutely phenomenal, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I started it last year so that way I could get already in motion for 2018. So it's going to be a very, very exciting year.
Yeah, absolutely. So give us a way that the fans watching the Jesse T Show can keep in touch with you and follow what you're doing and what you got going on. How do they keep in touch with you, Harry? Hey, by the way, Harry's a martial artist too, and he's a fitness guy.
I win that, Thomas. I win this thing. I'll give you $500,000, bro.
Thomas is in on it now. Hey, Thomas. All right. Yeah, I'm working that one with you. Yeah, absolutely, man. Hell, if Thomas.
Grace is right there too. Grace is like, right, Thomas, right?
Yeah.
So Jesse, so you're gonna have to win one. I'm gonna have to win one, and we're just gonna have to give away a bunch of money, man.
Well, listen, Andrew Carnegie, when he sold out his massive steel empire to J.P. Morgan in 1903, Andrew Carnegie moved back to Scotland. He was a Scot-Irish man, and he was 87 when he died in Scotland. But before he did that, he took the $360 million that J.P. Morgan paid for it in 1903. You know what that's worth today? A lot.
Yeah.
Okay? And Andrew Carnegie was the richest man in the world at the time, at least they said. And he then started 22 charities. He started the public school system and funded the United States public school system and the United States Public Library. And all 22 of Andrew Carnegie's charities today are still in existence from the money he gave away. And he said at the end of his life, I made it in life. I can't take it with me. I might as well just give it all away. And that's what he did.
Wow.
That's a true story.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, you got to give back a little bit. Harry, lay it out, man. How do people follow you on Facebook or Instagram? What's best for you?
You know what? I do the Instagram, but I don't really do it. I just been so busy, man.
Okay.
And I get on Facebook, and whenever I could go live, I try to go live. I try to make it interesting for everybody, And yesterday, I got to say, I was with Bob Gomez and Brian.
Yeah, Dr. Bob.
We were no, not Dr. Bob. This is a different Bob.
Oh, okay.
We were with Alan Joe, and Alan Joe was Bruce Lee's best buddy back in the Oakland days.
Wow.
And Alan Joe was the person that taught Bruce Lee how to lift weights.
Oh, really?
And so when Bruce, because Alan Joe was the first Chinese American in the West Coast to compete in bodybuilding, and mind you, Alan Joe's 94 years old right now.
Wow.
So that you can see how far back that goes.
Yeah.
And so he's on the board of directors of the Bruce Lee Foundation. With Linda Lee and Shannon.
Yeah. Right.
And we were. He wants us to. He got us together because he wants us to carry on that legacy of Bruce Lee.
Absolutely.
And with the foundation. Mm-hmm. So we're going to try and figure out how we could contribute to that, and make it good for people that are big fans of Bruce Lee. And
yeah, I remember when I first saw Bruce Lee, and I got to wrap it up here. But I remember when I first saw Bruce Lee, when I was a young teenager, and then I fell in love with Jim Kelly. I loved Jim Kelly, and those two guys are my favorites.
Incredible individual, and very unfortunate that he had
lost him.
He passed away.
Yeah.
I saw him the year prior at a Hall of Fame awards, and a year after that he passed away.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get it because he looked really good, man. Yeah. The guy looked great.
Yeah, I just loved him in all those great movies. He's just so awesomely studly and cool, and just so hip. It's like. Yeah, we
got big fans of Jim Kelly, Brian Dixie.
Yeah.
What's up, man? Big
yeah,
fan
absolutely.
Of, hey, Jolene, what's going on? Thomas, what's happening? They're still here. They're still with us, Jesse.
All right, man. I gotta let you go. Got to go on, but thanks for coming on here. I appreciate it. Anytime I'm on, brother. Chime in. You want to drop something new? We got to get you in studio live when you're back in town.
I'll do that. I'm supposed to be in town probably within about a week or so. I'll give you a call.
Yeah.
Hey, you guys, everybody out there that's joined us, thank you so much. Jesse T, you're awesome. Don't forget the Jesse T show.
Thank you.
And he had some great conversations, man. All right, guys.
All right, brother.
Care. Love you all.
Take care, man. Bye. God bless you. Happy New Year. Yeah. That worked cool, didn't it? Didn't that just work cool? Man, I love that. Spreading the wealth, Katie says. All right. Absolutely. Hey, Fidel, I agree with you on a lot of things you're saying. Have a great New Year. Let's see who else is checking in with us here, if I can see. Diana Duff's checking back in. We haven't seen you in a while, Diana. Where you been? Well, we're here together. That's all that counts. Let's see who else has been chiming in while we've been on the phone with Harry. See how fun that is? See how fun that is to go live like that? Is that like just the coolest thing? I mean, we're going to utilize the heck out of this technology. On Instagram, you can do that too. Let me try something here on Instagram and see if we can bring somebody up on Instagram and see who's following us on Instagram and see if somebody wants to check in with us there. Let's ask this person and see if she's there. Let's see if you want to come up, share the video with us, do a shared video with us on Instagram. Hey, hook us up right here on the Jesse T Show. This is so fun. I love the technology of the way things are done today. It just blows my mind that we can do these things on the fly like this. Of course, when I get myself all confused here, like there we are. I lost you for a second. There you guys are. Okay, let's bring that down. All right, there we are. All right, let's go back to Facebook. Hey, anyway, so we're talking about a lot of things today, throwing about a lot of stuff on the Jesse T Show as we get to the end. One of my favorite shows is coming back, Star Trek. It's coming back. And number one is directing the first, already put it in the can for this Sunday. William Franks is directing the first Star Trek Discovery in their second season. I am a big Trekkie. If there ever was one, I am a Trekkie forever. Let's say hi to some more people before we start to check out of here. Anybody that wants to go share live with me, just let me know. You can check it out, and you can also send me a request at facebook.com/Jesse Torrero or Instagram live at Jesse T Show, Jesse Torrero. Of course, we're on every day from 5 to 6. This is Thursday. Hey, let me tell you what's happening on Friday. I started off talking about Monday's going to be down on the real estate corner. Tuesday, we always have a special guest. On Wednesday, we got Roundup Wound Up guys. And on Thursday, we always have a special guest, play with you guys here on our share video. You become our guest. You run the show. The show's there for you guys. Absolutely. Let's bring Masami. Let's see if he wants to jump on here with us. Invitation sent. See if we can bring him up as soon as he chimes in, if he wants to. We'll do something there. See how that works. And on Friday, we got something we're going to start injecting into the show. It's called Road Trippin' with Jesse T and Dan the Man. We're going to be covering all the cool and interesting historical spots and the fun and kooky, crazy things that people do and collect, and all the fun and terrific places around Southern California that you may not know about, but I do. We're going to get in behind the closed doors there and talk about some of the actual history, live it out, play it out. It's going to be a great show. It's called Road Trippin' with Jesse T and Dan the Man. These are pre-produced shows that we put together. I've got about 5 or 6 in the can now, just adding the graphics and music and stuff to them. That's going to be airing every Friday right here on Facebook.com/Jesse Torrero and on YouTube. And we want you, of course, to go to YouTube and subscribe on Jesse Torrero's site, YouTube.com/Jesse Torrero. And subscriptions are free. This year, we're introducing some musical stuff, bringing back something I used to do back in the day at K-Day called the High Energy Show. From a nightclub live. We're going to be doing some of that stuff, working out some details on that. So bring you some fun, some great acts that you used to dance to your night away on. So we're going to be doing that here. You're broadcasting that live on our YouTube channel here at the Power Voices. So we've got that coming up. So we got a lot of good things in store. And besides all the great interviews and award shows and community things we want to talk about, sometimes we get a little controversial. Hey, next week on Monday, we do have the Real Estate Corner. So we're going to be talking about real estate in 2018 and how taxes affect that, and how it's really important that you get involved in getting something in the first opportunity that you can, because that's the road to wealth. About 90% of all wealthy people in America have come by way of investing in real estate. So I'm going to treat you to tricks this year, and hopefully I'll be able to help you out, because, I've been a trusted real estate broker here in the state of California for over 40 years. And you can check us out at JesseTMrSold.com. If you're a seller, love to help you sell your house. I promise you I'll get you the most money, the cheapest price, and fast, baby. That's JesseTMrSold.com. And also, we've got a new buyers page coming up. I'll be letting you know about that. But go to our Facebook site, facebook.com/Jesse Torrero Broker. And you can also go and give us a call at 818-805-4400. If you're looking to buy a house with no money down, you're looking to buy a house with little money down, you don't need much of a FICO score, just a basic FICO score. We can kind of clean up most of the stuff for you. Not everything, of course, can't guarantee that. But we certainly want to help you get involved in your road to success and wealth here, 2018. Like Harry Mock said, it's the year of the dog, and 8 is a real good number. So 8 straight, baby. We're packing 8 for you right now on the Jesse T Show at 818-805-4400. So we want you to be a part of that. And we're going to be teaching you the tricks of the trade. You don't have to go to one of those big seminars to get those courses late at night or online. I'm going to give it to you free. I ain't got one guarantee. When you want something, you call me, Jesse T. That's all I ask for. Yeah, we'll do a little barter system here, right? All right. Hey, lottery tonight. You better buy your lottery ticket, because then you can buy a whole bunch of real estate from me, because you're going to want to do that. Lottery ticket. Last time I checked, one was over 400 million, one was over 300 million. I know it's going to go beyond that. So, I've been buying tickets. And my father, Grandpa T, actually, my mother, they won the lottery in the second year it was out, like 30 years ago almost. So he's been playing ever since, and he's going to win the lottery. That's what he wants to do. So I got faith in him. Let's see if Josh Gomez wants to hook up with us. See if Josh Gomez, see what he's up to. He's, of course, a publisher of a terrific magazine in Hollywood. You got to check it out. We were in the magazine, and you got to check that out. I'll give you some more details coming up about that too. But see if Josh wants to get on with us. Saying hi to Fidel, who still has us on, and let's go back to Instagram and see what's going on there as we come to the end of the Jesse T Show pretty soon here. I like that pecan plumber. Yeah, that's kind of cool. So those are some of the things that are happening here for us here on the Jesse T Show, and so much more. I like to sit around and share with you guys everything I can, and sometimes it's just you and me, and I like that. You're my friends, and you're my family, and I really appreciate 2017 and everything you did for us, propel us, getting us out there and helping us out, get the word about around the show. Really appreciate that a whole bunch. I don't think we have to worry about the little fat rat bastard in North Korea. Did you recently see? He shot off 6 of his missiles this year that we didn't know about, and they actually bombed his own cities. Can you imagine that one? His missiles couldn't even hit where he wanted them to hit in the ocean, and he actually took out 6 of his own cities. We don't have to worry about knocking that guy out, man. He's just going to kill his own self. I wish we would whack him out, take him out, All these presidents have been pushing the can down the road, starting with Clinton. All right, right on down. I'm glad Trump is doing what he's doing. I have no problem with that. I got no problem. America is the only country that will stand up to bullies and punks in this world. All right, so it's good to have you along on Instagram Live. We're going to be breaking away from you here. So I invite you guys to go over to facebook.com/Jesse Torrero. So head on over there to us on the Instagram audience. Appreciate that. So, all right. So this weekend, got a couple things. This weekend, it is Holyfield TV is funded by the great world champion heavyweight boxer Evander Holyfield. And he has a TV channel that's connected to all of the major streamers like Amazon, Google, Netflix, Roku, Hulu, all those, and so many more. They're having a grand celebration Saturday night at the Legacy in Glendale. Tickets are available, but it is a red carpet affair. And a lot of people are going to be checking out. We're going to be out there broadcasting live and recording some stuff out there and crossing the red carpet, Dan the Man, Jesse T from the Jesse T Show. Maybe David Shark Frelick will be out there too with us. A lot of stars are going to be out there. We're going to get a lot of people on. And it's a celebration of a new channel that they have here in Los Angeles that's going to be a part of that 60 million people network they already have. And it's exciting because it's going to be just a big, huge affair in Glendale. We want you to be there and check it out here on the Jesse T Show. That's Saturday night at 7 o'clock right here on Facebook.com/Jesse Torrero and on Instagram Live. Now, Saturday morning, something else exciting is happening downtown LA, DTLA, at the LA Convention Center. It's LA Fit Expo. Now, if you've never been to the Fit Expo, if you want to get inspired to get in shape and make 2018 your year of getting healthy, physically fit, you got to go to the LA Fit Expo. We're going to be headed down there covering the powerlifting competition. David the Beast Douglas is going to be out there. The guy squats over 900 pounds and bench presses 700. It's unbelievable. We're going to be covering that. I know TLC is going to be out there. We're going to check that out, and we're going to check out my passion right now, and of course my son's, who's a pro, young pro at it, and that's the Spartan races. They're going to have a Spartan race down there, and I think Jesse Andrews is going to get involved with it. It's like a mile straight dash. So we're going to be out there covering that in the morning on Saturday right here on the Jesse T Show. Well, it's good to have you along with us, and we'll talk to you later. The world according to Torrero, you got us right here. You're straight on the point. And since we have no music, the Brown Beauty on duty is going to sing myself off. God bless America, land that I love. I'll stand beside her and guide her. You like that? Thank you very much. Have a great day.